Okay, all these MPs declare assets. Who is auditing? Is MACC going to audit the
It's not about auditing. You have to understand how the concept of asset declaration is. It's about transparency. So the Parliament had passed the idea of asset declaration for the purpose so that the next time there's any suspicion that they have amassed wealth which doesn't match with their amount, that can be checked through the asset declaration. So it's for all to see. So if you have nothing to fear, you put it out there. So that's the whole point actually. And from year to year, they have to declare. So each year, say supposing in the middle of the year, suddenly they get somebody who had a sudden, an uncle or somebody who passed away and gave a big fortune, you need to declare. You don't say it after you're caught and charged that you say that you got a donation. That's not what asset declaration is about. So the idea of asset declaration is that we know that, okay, starting from this year, this is your wealth, and then the next year we will see, because you guys are in power. So did you misuse the money? Did you have access to agreeing to a contract in which you got some kickbacks? We will check with your account, we will know, right? And your children as well.
So does it mean that if I'm under-declaring, that's not...
No, that is an offence on its own. If you are under-declaring, because declaration is by, it's like an oath. So if you falsely declare or you under-declare, that's an offence on its own.
So now we know that the tourism minister has declared he's only got about 8,000 ringgit.
Okay, so yeah,
what happens
no.
now?
You must understand the concept of the asset declaration is not for us to do an investigation. But if someone else says, wait a minute, we looked at the declaration of so-and-so MP, okay? I shall not name, but so-and-so MP, that doesn't match with that person's lifestyle. Something is fishy. We would like an investigation because we believe that he is involved in such and such. We're not saying give us proof per se, but there must be a complaint. All right. So then this asset declaration helps with MACC to go further. But by mere declaration, we cannot just say, let's go. No, that's not what asset declaration is about.
Have you received any complaints since the MPs?
Not yet, because we haven't finalized this uploading of information yet. You know. The ministers have declared, but the ministers have declared, but we need to see comparison from what they have earned before this, prior to this, and what are their, when they declared, did they actually declare their liabilities? Because we have situation where some of the MPs said, we declared the assets, but you didn't take into account our liability, and we say, that's what you're supposed to do. Put in your liability as well so that it's fair. So you may have such and such an amount, but you also have to take care of a huge number of families or whatever you call it. So all these things has to be taken into account.
So basically, in layman terms, it's just at this point a data collecting place at this point.
Yeah.
Then it's a total different case when it comes to disparity, like differences.
Yeah. You see, we do have powers within the law. During an investigation, we need information. We can send out notice to that particular person, the one that we are investigating, and say, we need information on your account for this. Can you explain how you got this? We can issue such notice, and that has been done. But that is in an ongoing investigation, okay? We haven't got an offence which is called overwealth. We haven't, the country hasn't got that yet. So we are actually we're now at a very basic level of talking about asset declaration. But a natural process to that would be the concept of overwealth, or wealth which is, that doesn't match, tak padan dengan pendapatan. That has been introduced in India, in Hong Kong and other places. We hope that this will be the next step. So we are moving towards the next direction, and all these laws that are being introduced, like beneficial ownership, asset declaration, all these stems not from vacuum. These are, as you watch the cases and the trials that's ongoing, you can see the necessity and the need for all these things to be put in place so that we can avoid such offences in large scale.
That means if a commoner now comes and tell you that I'm taking a case against person A right now and stuff, so that's where you will refer back if they come and allege and say there's a certain amount that we believe that the person is corrupted. So that's where MACC comes, you refer the data.
Well, it has to be a situation where the so-called layperson comes in and say, I believe there's a crime committed, a corruption act, here's the situation. Please double check because it doesn't match with what he claims from his declaration. something to that effect. Then we can of course investigate. But you know, if it's just pure allegation without any basis, susah lah. You know, the problem is it's quite sensational to when you touch a politically exposed person, that this person is this, that person. But if there is an explanation to it, then we can do much. But if there is something suspicious, definitely we can investigate. And I don't think it has been the practice. Of course, since I came in, I don't know. I probably haven't got the minute details of how we've been addressing complaints, but it is not our practice to say you must give us proof per se. It is not that, but there must be some basis for the allegation. Don't just ask us to investigate this person because you've been mentioning this person all the time, but you must have some basis of those allegations. And we are pretty used to surat layangs, so we do check and verify the complaints within the surat layang. And sometimes surat layang remains just that, surat layang, you know.